So a lot of y'all are asking me about Andrew Tate. Do I approve, disapprove? Well, there's quite a bit there, actually. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Andrew Tate. Oh yeah, this is a really, really big topic. It's all over the place. A lot of y'all are asking me, hey, do you support Andrew Tate? Do you disavow Andrew Tate? What's your take on this man? Now, first, before I get into it, let me explain who this man is in case you don't know. Andrew Tate is, I guess you would label him a social media influencer, but before he became very popular online, he was a chess player. I think his dad is a famous chess player. He played chess. He's also a kickboxer, had a few fights. You could find him on YouTube. And ultimately what he wound up doing was starting this business where he had girls posting content on the adult website OnlyFans. Okay. And basically him and his brother, from what I'm able to see, from what I'm able to read, they were managing these girls' profiles. Now he begins to go on podcasts. He goes on Fresh and Fit. He goes on this. He goes on that. He blows up. He becomes very popular among men and especially kids like teenagers and young boys. Now there's a big push in conservative circles to get away from this man because of the morality theme with the OnlyFans girls, and there's allegations of sex trafficking, things of this nature. So they say, you know what, this guy's toxic. We don't want to be anywhere near him. And people are asking me, hey, do you disavow? Well, I don't really disavow or support Andrew Tate. I don't watch his stuff. It's not for me. I think, quite frankly, I'm a little bit old to watch Andrew Tate. There's nothing he says that I don't know about already. Everything he says I already know about. So he's not for me. I'm not his target audience. But as far as the criminal stuff, if he gets convicted, then he gets convicted, and then that's that on that. But the accusation, I mean, let's get some convictions. I mean, let's talk about Donald Trump for a minute. How many accusations, how much finger pointing was there? But ultimately, what were the convictions? Is he in prison? Now, my opinion is that Andrew Tate was inevitable. Western society is so anti-male that this kind of character had to arise and he had to blow up. Like, all the conditions were set for this to happen. If society in the West was not so anti-male, if there was not this big push for LGBTQ, LMNOP propaganda everywhere. I'm talking about movies, music, your social media, your education system, K through 12, college, corporate workspace, everywhere. The propaganda is so bad that we've seen the big jump in those who identify as LGBT compared to previous generations. I think in past times, it might have been like 4 or 5% who identified as LGBT at most. Now we're talking about as high as 40% among Gen Z who identify as LGBT in some kind of way. That is not natural. That is called propaganda. So a lot of boys are not LGBT and they don't like the propaganda. So when a guy like Andrew Tate comes around, he has everything that that boy wants to be when he grows up. Okay, he's a tall guy, handsome, in shape, can fight, has a way with words. All the ladies love him. Andrew Tate for young boys is like what wrestlers were for us. If you're like born in the 80s, 70s, maybe even the 90s, wrestlers for us were like Andrew Tate. I mean, Hulkamania, look, if you think the craze behind Andrew Tate is crazy, you were not around during Hulkamania. That was a real thing. Oh my goodness. Look, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, all the late 80s cocaine era guys were a hit among the young boys. Like everybody wanted to be just like them. The muscles were crazy. They had the most hilarious promos. They had the most beautiful women on their arm. Miss Elizabeth, I can go on. We wanted to be like that. And of course I had men in my family. I want to be like them as well. But aside from them, it was the wrestlers. Do young boys have an equivalent of that right now? I mean, I guess young boys still watch wrestling, but it's not the way it was in the 80s at all. Not in the least bit. Nowhere near as popular. But who are going to be their like celebrity role models? If they're watching stuff on their phone, not TV, if they're on their phone, they're browsing, and there's a popular figure that keeps coming up who is a male that they can identify with and aspire to be like, who's going to be that person right now? Who are your movie stars? I saw this dude, what's his name? Timothy Chalamet. Have you seen this guy? I mean, he looks like he's 5 years old in the face, but he's probably like 28 years old. Okay. It's like, what's up with this big grown toddler? Is that a movie star? That's the heartthrob is going to be on TV. Have all the girls love him and all the boys are going to be like him. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Andrew Tate is an actual biological male, first of all, not a transgender, not LGBT from what I know. And he looks like what boys innately want to be. When you're born male, female, there's certain things happening to you that you don't even really understand on a subconscious level. It's just how you're born. You're a human being, mind, body, spirit. It behaves in a certain way naturally. Boys will see a man like that and look at him as what they could be. So they want to do things to be like him. Okay, I'm going to exercise. I'm going to lift weights. I'm going to, I'm going to read. I'm going to study. I might even be, into Islam like he is. That's how it works. If there's nobody that has that kind of, that level of attraction, not in that way, but in the way of I want to be like that. If there's nobody in the popular space who has that, then it'll be Andrew Tate by default. I say all that to say this. If you're Florida and you're trying to have press conferences with Ron DeSantis and the attorney general talking about he's not welcome here as a way to try and back away from him to make yourself appear to be better to vote for when your wife runs, allegedly, if that is what's happening, then at a certain point, it's about politics. It's not really about anything else. You want to kind of cut the influence of Andrew Tate, but you're not addressing the actual problem. The problem is there's nobody that these kids can look up to other than Andrew Tate. I mean, if there are, then let me know. We're talking about some of these streamers, guys that go around and just making fake videos to get clicks and ratings and views. Guys that's playing video games on Twitch. Is that going to be the role model for hypermasculinity and to be a powerful man and to be somebody that's in shape and make money and have all the girls like him and further the actual human race? Who's the young male celebrity who is the equivalent of Andrew Tate? That's the problem. So I understand. I get it. You guys don't want the negativity of Andrew Tate to influence children in this nation. I get it. But you're not dealing with the problem. Andrew Tate is a mere symptom of the issue. He is not the issue. The issue is a hyper focus on LGBTQ propaganda, a hyper focus on telling boys that being a boy is not right. A boy is running around, jumping, playing, just being a rambunctious child as children are. And then the parents say, oh, he's out of control. Put him on drugs. Put him on this. Put him on that. Oh, he's 5 years old. He believes he's transgender. Let's go and take him to the clinic and make something happen. He's 12 years old. I'm going to stop calling my son Zion and call him Zaya instead and ruin his entire life by altering his puberty to where he's never going to be the same when he gets to be an adult. That's what's happening right now. So until we deal with that issue, the neutering of our young boys, for lack of a better word, the lack of any real role models to look up to have these kids, have something positive to look to. There's no positive role models. A lot of the fathers are not in the home. When they go to school, they're being told that they're wrong for being male. They're wrong for being straight in the male. And don't be a white person. Oh, my Lord. You're a straight white male. You might as well be Satan himself. Boys are being told this. So what else are they to do? This, Andrew Tate, that's a natural reaction. And even among young men, it may not be boys. He's still somebody that is seen as relatable and funny and attractive in the sense that they want to be more like him. They want to have the physical body. They want to be in shape. They want to be able to fight. They want to have the women. That's just a natural thing. And until there's someone who is just like that with different set of quote unquote morals, then you won't stop his popularity. It's just not going to happen. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about Andrew Tate? Are you a fan? Not a fan? Do you think he has harmful views? Is he dangerous to young boys? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I mean, I'm not an Andrew Tate fan. Like I said, I'm a little bit too old for Andrew Tate's content. I'm not his target audience, but I understand why he's popular. And I think rather than condemning him, the best response would be to stop trying to tell our boys that they're wrong for being boys. Encourage young boys to be boys, be rambunctious, as they always have been throughout the history of man, whether it be black, white, Puerto Rican, and candy stripe. Allow them to be boys and encourage them to do masculine things rather than pushing on them this idea of a matriarchy, rather than pushing on them this idea that they are not good, that they are not right for being a man, especially when it comes to being a white man or a black man. If you're a white man, you're the oppressor. If you're a black man, you're a victim. Both of those labels are equally damaging, and it doesn't do anything to foster the next generation of masculine men who are going to lead not only this nation, but the entire world. And if we don't, then we can't be surprised when Andrew Tate comes in and then he becomes a dominant figure. We can't be surprised at that. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.